So we have a new Blade update. And this time it is coming from Mr. Kevin Feige himself. However, in my opinion, I feel that he isn't saying anything different from what he has been saying about this Blade reboot for the last 5 years. That's right, baby. I feel that Mr. Kevin Feige is saying a whole bunch of nothing. Now, today's news comes from bleedingcool.com. It is titled Marvel Studios claims they haven't given up on Blade yet. See, that word yet is very strong in this context, right? That implies that you thought about it. It may very well be on the table. You already heard the news about the Blade reboot being removed from the schedule altogether with no new release date, or it could very well have already happened. That's right, baby. That's how I feel when you use the word yet regarding these type of circumstances. Let's go. Kevin Feige is currently at D23 Brazil and confirmed that Marvel Studios remains, in quotation marks, committed to Blade following its removal from the schedule last month. Despite the many trials and tribulations of bringing a character that has worked in theaters at least twice and is it is responsible for kicking off the superhero boom we live in today, Blade remains one of the most troubled productions at Marvel Studios. Why? This should be an easy home run, right? This should be the pitcher throwing a slow ball, right? And you're somebody like Barry Bonds, right? You're juiced up on steroids, and you should be able to knock this out of the park. That's how I feel. Or Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey Jr., right? Somebody, Derek Jeter. This should be easy. This should be easy. Like, for real. All right. Since the film was removed from the schedule last month after many delays and false starts, fans were worried that this would be the end of the movie ever coming to be. However, Marvel mega boss Kevin Feige is currently at D23 Brazil and reaffirmed that Marvel remains committed to Blade and star Mahershala Ali's version of the character. Quote, "We're committed to Blade. We love the character. We love Mahershala Ali's version of him." How? You haven't even seen him yet. All we got is a voice. I could see if you gave him a full-on cameo or something, just standing there or something in his costume or something. You ain't gave us nothing but a voice. In fact, most people don't even know Blade voice cameoed in the Eternals. Most people don't even know that. Come on, Kevin. And rest assured, whenever we change direction with a project or still trying to figure out how it fits into our schedule, you damn lie. You have had 5 years to figure this out. You have announced films that was announced after Blade, like that of Spider-Man. I believe it was No Way Home. No, not No Way Home. Yeah, I believe No Way Home got announced after Blade. I believe so. Let me make sure. I don't want to tell you guys. No Way Home was 2021, right? Yes. No Way Home wasn't even announced when Blade was announced. I don't know if many of you knew that or not, right? That's right. Even Thor, Love and Thunder wasn't announced before that of Blade, and also the Marvels. None of those films was announced before that of Blade. Even Wakanda Forever. Come on, bro. Where were I? All right. Okay, change direction. 50 tasks. We let the public know. You're updated on what's going on. Feige commented it. But I can say that the character will make it to the MCU. When? How are you going to sit there and gaslight us like that? Right? How are you going to sit there with a straight face and be like, hey, he coming to the MCU? Come on, bro. See, this is Kevin Feige trying to do a PR campaign because he understands that every news that is being released regarding this Blade reboot is negative. He understands that. He's trying to keep some hope alive. However, I feel that the Blade reboot is dead in the water. That's right, especially after Wesley Snipes showed up in Deadpool and Wolverine. Most people want that now. They have no emotional connection to that of Ali's version. Seeing Wesley back instantly made everybody forget about Ali's version because they never even got him. And as I said before, most people don't even know that that was Blade's voice, or even Blade's voice in the Eternals. In fact, when I first heard it, I thought it was the Watcher. That's who I thought it was. It took like 3 months afterwards for me to find out that it was a cameo by Blade. See, that's what I'm talking about. 2019, 2024. We're almost in 2025. So that means 6 years. 6 years. So we're going to be getting this film 7 years after it has been announced. Come on, man. The hype has died. And it has moved on, right, to, I would say, the person who most of us cannot see being replaced. That is Snipes. Come on. And I know many people are going to say, dude, you keep on playing this broken record. I cannot help it if most of the world feels that way. I cannot help it if most people who's going to watch this video will also feel that way. It ain't no lie. It's the truth. It is the truth. I have ran into people in my personal time, right, not online, who has said that they went and seen Deadpool and Wolverine because they just heard, that Wesley Snipes was in the film. One could possibly speculate that maybe Deadpool and Wolverine became a $1 billion film because Wesley's version is in it. That's all I want to say. I mean, come on. Come on. But as for Kevin Feige, you're down bad, bro. You're down bad. I say that because you know damn well that this isn't going to fly. This ain't no real update. This is just you moving the goalposts down the street, right? It was right in front of you at first. Now it's about a block away. That's all you're doing here. Sooner or later, this film, or the ideal of it, will disappear entirely. Nobody's going to even talk about it. That's how I feel. Now for some bonus footage here, or should I say coverage, we have news regarding that of the very first Black Panther film and why the VFX effects look the way that they did, right? This coming from Games Radar, right? It is titled Black Panther VFX Artist agrees that the CGI was bad, but they had just 6 weeks. Six weeks. No wonder why the CGI in the Black Panther film looks like a late PlayStation 1 game. Not early PlayStation 2. No. They had better effects in those games than that of Black Panther, right? I mean, I played games like Minutia 2 on PlayStation 2. It didn't look anything like Black Panther. Every time it went to one of those cutscenes, I was like, that looks fantastic. And don't forget, God of War also was on PlayStation 2. And it looked way better than Black Panther. Way better. Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, 3. I think it stopped at 3. No, Devil May Cry 4 was also on PlayStation 2. That's right. Prototype, all of those games was on PlayStation 2. And every last one of them had better visual effects than that of Black Panther. It was one thing that took me out of the film. Every time the visual effect of a CGI scene came on, with they was fighting and stuff, it was like, dude, what am I looking at? It is garbage. right? It is driving me insane trying to keep up with all of this dirty CGI. But it makes sense now. Marvel Studios was rushing the film. That's right. They gave these people 6 weeks. 6 weeks, and this isn't the first time that Marvel Studios has done this. I heard that they did it on Thor: Love and Thunder, which is why it looks trash. The Marvels, a lot of those recent films. I heard that that's the reason why those films look like they did, because they rushed the production. And I don't see why. What's up with all the rushing? I guess they can rush everything but Blade, right? I guess everything should be rushed except for a film starring that of Eric Brooks. I guess. And they're not the only ones who's guilty for doing this, right? Also, that of Warner Brothers. They're guilty as well. Look at Justice League 2017, not Zack Snyder's version, because Zack Snyder's version was fire. The CGI in that was amazing, man. Oh my goodness. Steppenwolf. Oh my God. We need more stuff like that in today's film. But the 2017 version of Justice League, the CGI was very, very, very wrinkled. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it needed some starch. And the reason for that was they rushed everything. They did reshoots months before the film was set to be released, and they tried to hurry up and get it out. You know what I'm saying? So these studios, they need to stop doing this. Stop it. It does you no good, right? When people do not have a good experience at the movie theaters watching your film, all because you're rushing things. It's better to push it back. I told you before that Batman vs. Superman was announced in 2013 or 15, whatever year it was, and it was scheduled to be released in 2015, but they pushed it back. And I know many people do not like the CGI of Doomsday, but if you go and look at that CGI work, Doomsday, the texture of his skin looks real. General Zod's suit in Man of Steel 2013 was all CGI. Many people did not even know that. So you do not have to rush these things. Take your time and do it right. Next up, and this will close out the video, it has a little bit to do with the X-Men. And it says that Kevin Feige says that X-Men will be important to the MCU post-Secret Wars. So, if you're looking forward to seeing the X-Men anytime soon, you gotta wait about another 3 years or so, because it seems to me that the X-Men will be the next phase in the MCU, right? They're probably going to move away from the Avengers and kind of go towards the X-Men, right? The X-Men and Fantastic Four. And as you know, I said that before, didn't I? Didn't I say that? I said that moving forward, the MCU should focus on that of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, so they don't look like they're doing the same thing that they did previously, right? And I said that the Avengers should show up every so often. They still have their solo films and stuff, but the ensemble films, right, the big films, the films where you want everybody in them, should be those of the X-Men movies and the Fantastic Four films. That's how I feel. I kind of feel like this is a good idea, but it definitely frustrates me as well, because we have been waiting for the X-Men to join that of the MCU for years now. I think it has been like 4 years. You know, we're very much eager to see exactly how the MCU X-Men is going to look. We already got a good idea about Wolverine. As you know, Hugh Jackman will definitely return as that of Wolverine, and maybe that of Gambit. But I would like to see what Cyclops will look like. You know what I'm saying? Rogue, Jean Grey, Professor X, and so on and so forth. Apocalypse. Even though I did like the design of Apocalypse and X-Men Apocalypse, I do feel like I would like the Thanos treatment, right? The big CGI guy, right? I would like to see them go that route when it comes down to that character. But this news, it excites me and disappoints me at the same time. I wanted the X-Men pre-Secret Wars, but unfortunately, it seems like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, right? It's all good. It's all good. But Marvel Studios, you better get this right. You drop the ball with the X-Men, you're done. You're done. Bad enough, you're dropping the ball with that of Blade. People are just looking for the next a venture, or should I say the next ball dropped. Let's just say that. I say a venture because people like to depart themselves from this, right? Whenever they have a massive critique about it, right? They like to go and find something else, right? But the next ball that is dropped, Marvel Studios, you're going to lose a lot of folks. That's right. You're already on thin ice. You're already on thin ice. Deadpool and Wolverine pretty much showed the audience that they can have fun with your films, but as I told you before, Deadpool and Wolverine was going to achieve that box office number regardless if it was part of the MCU or not, right? So Marvel Studios, you better be careful. You best be careful and pay attention to what the fans are telling you online. We're not going to stir you wrong here. You know what I'm saying here? We're going to tell you how to be successful. So make sure you create yourself a X account, a Facebook account, a TikTok, or even a YouTube, so you could pay attention to what the audience wants from you regarding that of the X-Men. I'm your boy. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you ball out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number 10,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you think about Kevin Feige's 9 update regarding that of Blade, and also tell me what you think about the VFX artists only having 6 weeks to work on Black Panther, and also tell me how you feel about the X-Men coming to the MCU post Secret Wars, right? And always remember, let the bon temps roulette. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.